we have Tom Hardy as Capone, right? This film finds Al Capone, or Fonzo, as he's called affectionately by his wife, an aged Capone suffering from syphilis, right? The ravages of syphilis on the brain, untreated syphilis. He had it 15 years before he went in, as we researched.
Right.
And so he had it 15 years, so it was undiagnosed, untreated, and it causes people, syphilis causes people to lose their marbles.
As well as some bodily
functions. That's right.
Yeah, urination.
Right.
Defecation.
Yeah,
with no control, bowel control.
Right. Hallucination.
Right.
And so we find him in this state at his home.
Quite depressing.
And he's looking for something in his mind, and the hallucinations start, and he starts to see himself in places that he was in when he was younger, and even comes into contact with his younger self. Right? And he sees people who have been murdered seem to come back to him. So this is where the story is, right? And in the beginning, you think that he is surrounded by family, right? And as the story goes on, it gets more and more depressing. And the way that it is edited out of order. It's not edited in a chronological order of his existence after being freed from prison, right? To live out his last days. And so this could have been his opportunity to stand next to Robert De Niro.
Okay.
With Robert De Niro's definitive, I will say, representation of who Capone was in The Untouchables. If you have not seen The Untouchables, right, with Sean Connery and what is his name? Dancing with Kevin Costner. Right. If you have not seen that film, you have to see Untouchables. It is where he gets his design, his facial design of Capone. He gets that from Robert De Niro's portrayal, I think. What do you think? I think he does. I think so. However, he could have stood next to De Niro, and probably he was looking for some Oscar nods off of this. But I don't think.
Is it the script?
I don't think. I really didn't feel his acting in this. You know, Tom Hardy has had a hard way to go as far as I can see, as far as the films. Because the last thing we saw him in, he was playing the twins, and that film rolled slow. Yeah. That was a slow film where he played the twins, right? Yeah. That was a slow film, and with this COVID going on, you really get a chance to actually sit down and watch a film. And when you watch this film, Capone, you say the editing and the chronological order of what's going on, and trying to. There's a new technique in film where they try to show you the stir craziness of the individual, kind of like Adam Sandler's film, where people really didn't like that film.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
It wasn't bad.
No. It was actually a good film, but they didn't like. Because there's a new technique of editing now where they actually show you the stir craziness of the person. It's non-linear, and it's cutting and going here and there, and it's trying to put you in the mind state of the person. And the Uncut Gems after sitting back and settling and saying, where is this going? And then the ending of it, people really didn't like it, right? And so the Capone, what you're seeing in this, I didn't too much care for it. Let's go through the cast.
Okay. Starring Tom Hardy as Al Capone.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Trank was Agent Harris. Matt Dillon played Johnny. Linda Cardellani played May Capone. Noel Fisher played Junior. Cal McLennan played Dr. Carlick.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Lowden played Crawford. Catherine Narducci played Rosie.
And you know the rest of the cast, ensemble cast. Okay, so let's go through. Let's see, storyline, through line, too jumbled. I'm gonna get out of 5. Right. Okay. Cinematography and storytelling.
Okay.
Now, telling the story through film, using the angles and the POV and using the natural lighting, some other stage lighting, I'm going to get at a 10. The technical side of it is a 10.
Okay.
Arc of characters, there really is no, he really is the same person. You just discover what's happening through discovery. So I'm going to get at a 2. There's no gangsterism in this film except for in the flashbacks, and it's something that happens on the grounds, but it's too little too late. Edits and sound. The editing on it, the non-linear editing and trying to make you feel his emotion and who he is deeply inside. It doesn't work in this film because most people don't want to feel like a stir crazy person that needs some. But anyway, that's a 2. Sound quality, that's a 10. Wardrobe and set design, going from in his illusions and delusion in where he is now, that's a 10, right? Direction, I don't know. I don't think that he pulls Capone, and he doesn't, to me, bring Capone to me. So, but arguably, I'm used to seeing Capone as a strong dude, not after he's done his stint in jail and then he's living out the rest of his life freed because he has syphilis.
Well, only the one scene. There's the one scene with the gold gun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that that's something, but it's a little,
just like
little too late. But the direction on it, that's a 2. And the actor's skill, I don't see acting skill in this, so I'm gonna get at a 0. So, what would you rate Capone?
Same. I would give the film like a 5. I was like disappointed because that's fine. Okay, so we're showing, the film showed Capone once he was released from prison, dealing with his syphilis, right? So his health was declining. Fine. But it just feels like the story could have been told a lot better.
More meatier.
Yeah,
more
it was kind of just like all over the place.
So I give it a 5 also. That's Capone, Tom Hardy, Capone. Now, people,